Day to all the members of English learners. We, the panel of English learner, is arranging a session related to the paramount and desirable topic for this Independence Day, which is Har Ghar Tiranga. Har Ghar Tiranga is a campaign under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to encourage people to bring the Tiranga home and to hoist it and mark the 75th of India's independence. Our relationship with the flag has always been formal and institutional than personal. Bringing the flag home collectively as a nation in the 75th year of independence thus becomes symbolic of not only an act of a personal connection to the Tiranga but also an embodiment of our commitment to the nation building. The idea behind the initiative is to involve the feeling of patriotism in the hearts of people and to promote awareness about the Indian national flag. What do you think on this initiative? So, the first participant who will be speaking of the topic is Miss Akshara. So, yeah, Akshara, now you can volunteer the speech.
Yeah, thank you. Har Ghar Tiranga. This momentous occasion is being celebrated with pomp across the country following the initiative of the Government of India to commemorate 75 years of nation's independence and the glorious history of India's people, culture, and their sacrifice and achievement. The campaign Har Ghar Tiranga, under the agency of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, stirs the patriotic fervor of each citizen of India. After all, Indians for the first time have got the rarest of the rare opportunity to bring Tiranga home and host it to mark the 75th year of free and secular India. Since the main objective behind the initiative is to invoke the feeling of patriotism and to promote awareness about our national flag. Indeed, it is sharing the patriotic order amongst all, and I feel this auspicious campaign is upholding the promise to safeguard the integrity of our Tiranga. Thank you.
The way you spoke, it literally gave me goosebumps. So, yeah, it was really a very good speech, and I'm like honored and I feel very proud to be an Indian. So, yeah, the next speaker of ours is Leo Patrick. So, Leo Patrick, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So the word Tiranga might be applied for several things existing around us, but when you hear this word, your mind transports you to your historical national flag hosted every year on this Independence Day and also on the Republic Day. But Tiranga stands for the tricolor, which has been accepted by Indian constitutions. Tricolor is a combination of saffron and white and green colors. But what I understood when I become mature person and like also very knowledgeable person. So really I was mad for knowing about what is the meaning of Tiranga. So never think that Tiranga means that three colors of flag, but it means that all the three religions are proposed equally in Indian nations. And most probably you found the meaning of Tiranga on social networks and Google also. That's the colors of flag. It's in the Indian constitutions. It's like a three colors of the flag, but the main meaning of the tricolor is all three religious have equal opportunity and they done everything from the all religions same way. So that is the meaning of tricolor. That one I was wanted to mention in beginning of the speech. So okay, now I would love to jump on main statement given by our respected Prime Minister earlier, Har Ghar Tiranga, on 13th August to 15th August. So see, there could be two aspects of it to instill the feeling of patriotism. Yeah, others could be hidden motive to known public support, acceptance of ruling party, to check the acceptance of level of public. Those who are not support will show the no interest. Same like a corporate when you went any company and corporates world also will take it as a Amazon Flipkarts to check the customer interest level in their products through the rating. might be that one is also hidden motive. But the main motive, what I understood behind the Har Ghar Tiranga Abhiyans, is to be invoke the feeling of patriotism in the hearts of the people to promote awareness about our national flag. This event will encourage the citizens to bring the Tiranga home and to host the it is the mark the 75th years of Indian Independence Day. But recently I watched one videos related about Bihar. So what's Har Ghar Tiranga campaigns alert us to and alert us to everyone on 15th August 22, India will be celebrate 75th years of independence from the British rule in 1947. The central government has declared earlier openly that Azadi ke Amrit Mahotsav to celebrate the success. The Har Ghar Tiranga campaign is a component of the Azadi ke Amrit Mahotsav that's written by BJP party. It aims to celebrate 15th anniversary of Independence Day. PM Narendra Modi is urging to all citizens to fly the national flag at their homes. I'm totally agree with this point because also I saw a lot of videos about American people. They every day they put the flag in front of home. Why? It's not about they are showing the love of the nations. It's a proud moment, and they are every person can be put the flag every day in front of home because you love your country. So why only 13th to 15th August? It's my statement. You should put flag every day as like American. But recently happened in Bihar in Mirzapur, not Muzaffarpur. They removed the Ashok Chakra was replaced with the Islamic symbol, and Bihar was taking the one statement like the campaign allowed us to no one can deface the Tiranga, new Bihar, new Tiranga, and try to replace the Ashok Chakra with Islamic symbol. It was not good. So also that might be from the our respected Prime Minister try to give the statement of whole nation. People should be follow same whatever in our constitutions written about Indian flag. Thank you.
It was really appreciable. The way you speak, the way you planted your views were really very, very, very strong and strong headed. So, yeah, I would like to invite Mr. G to proceed the session.
Thank you for giving me opportunity. So first of all, I would like to discuss on this topic in two parts. In the first part, I will involve some history, which is telling about something about the Tiranga, and in the second part, so I will talk about the outcomes. What will be the outcome of those initiatives? So the first is like in 1917, when Mahatma Gandhi have taken, you can say, the suffer of all over the India. So at that time, so he came to know that we need to get the people united. So at that time, the existence of our Indian national flag came, and after that, a lot of freedom fighters. There are so many Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev Rajguru, Chandrasekhar Azad, and Subhash Chandra Bose. So they have given their sacrifices to get the India free. But after some time, so in
Uh,
1947,
one, one thing here, like, see,
yeah,
it is not after this national flag has come into existence. After that, this struggle of Subhash Chandra Bose and these things doesn't happen. It was happened far earlier than this, and in fact, really speaking, it was the mostly hard work of the Dr. Subhash Chandra Bose. Actually, he is also have a doctorate later, so he did actually because of him they got scared. Do you know the war that has happened in Nagaland between Japanese forces and British Indian Army?
yeah, I know that was fought in the 1945, and there we have hosted the first Indian
But
flag.
why was it happened? Why was it happened?
Yeah,
Anal, we can continue this conversation after the session. Let him speak first, and if you want to speak, you can go next. Thank you.
Okay, it is a speaking practice. I thought it is a debate. Oh, cool.
uh, yeah. So, uh, can I speak now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
go.
yeah, so at last on 15th August 1947 we got the independence, and uh, uh, and we came to know that some states, there are lots of states we are not going to be the part of India, but by hook or crook, so Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel make the all the princely states. For example, Kashmir is also one of them, and Hyderabad is also one of them. It is not going to be the part of India, but by some way, so that becomes a part of India after some time. So this is a kind of thing. So we have got united at last, and now that becomes the India, and we and every citizen in the India have got one of the national flag, which we called as a Tiranga. Now the most important thing is, now I would like to talk about the outcome. So the first outcome is like we by putting this initiative, so it will stop the kind of riots and bring a kind of patriotism among the citizens of our country, so that like they aware that we are the Indians, so there is no kind of religion will be there. The second outcome will be that it is not the responsibility of only the soldiers or only the freedom fighters who have given the sacrifices for us, or those who are putting their effort on the border for us. It was not their responsibility, it was the responsibility of every citizen of our country to protect the nation. So, and it was also mentioned in the fundamental duty. Fundamental duty, there are 11, and in that it is one of the important fundamental duty of every citizen. And the third and most important outcome will be like by this initiative, so the children or the people, those who don't have the awareness, or like it will also spread like in the school. Mostly it was host in the school only, but the people, those who are poor or any kind of religion, so they will get the awareness like they belong to only Indian citizen. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Gee,
so
your
have some
speech
breath.
was
Have some breath.
okay. The speech was really very good. So, Mr. NR, would you like to speak next?
Can you tell me what is it about and what's going on? Because I just joined now in the group. Okay.
You can check out the pinned message. Okay. So, Happy Solar, are you there?
Twist.
Yeah.
Okay,
Speak
my opinion
next.
on. Okay, okay. So I'm not really satisfied with this campaign, frankly speaking, because the thing I'm seeing here is totally, I feel ashamed because government or prime minister declare that thing, that Har Ghar Tiranga campaign and all these things, all of a sudden they didn't give time to people or to companies to prepare to make the Tiranga properly. I mean the flags. And the situation here created like we cannot even find the Tiranga properly in the post office where they said like this is the official place to buy, and let it be. But whatever the situation is right now, I'm seeing the from last 2 3 days the way they are displaying our Tiranga in front of every home or every shop. It is literally they are insulting our flag. When actually I really want to use some vulgar language, but it's not sufficient to use here and not in your even my mind. But yeah, uh, this is not proper. uh, you know just to encourage people, we have to say anything. So whenever it came to the nation or flag or something, it is our pride. So just for encouragement or just to show the people like it is 75th of anniversary, so it is not good. The we were knowing that thing from last 1 year or last 75 years that 75th anniversary is coming. So the superior or the high command should take care of it, like by making all the things and letting know people how to take care of people and how to host the proper in a proper way. But nothing is happening. Only one flag I have seen within, if I count, like I have seen more than 200 or 300 flags yesterday, and only one tiranga was there in a proper way, that is very straight, and that was very good place. But yeah, so I actually really don't wanted to speak on it, but as you said, as you called my name, uh, further you could understand.
Okay, so who wanna go next? Can come up and speak. Okay,
Okay.
Scarlett, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Batman.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just pick on it. So the it's for me. I think it's a good thing. Like we are completed our 75th year of independence, and the government launched a campaign to we have to display the national flag in everywhere in our homes like that. So as we all know, India is a country of diversity. We have a lot of diversity in our country. Like we are different. There are different type of religion. They are different in languages. There are differences in food behavior. Everything you will find a lot of cultures in India. But there are very few things that unite all Indians, and that is our national flag. That is our Tiranga. That is our tricolor. So it's a very good thing to in these societies. Like we are living in a very polarized society, but there is something that unite all Indians. That is Tiranga. So it's a time to get united under our tricolor. So that's a good thing for me. And the second, what I want to says it's a time to remember our history too. There are a lot of thousands of people who sacrifice their lives, who sacrifice everything to just make the India independence. So we can learn from these people a lot how they care for us, how they care for the country. So that is one more thing. And okay, that's a good thing. We are celebrating our 75th years of independence. That's a very good thing. But we also have to remember the speech given by our first Prime Minister, that was Jawaharlal Nehru, that getting freedom from external forces, that is British, is not a true freedom. We have to fight for the socio-economic problems that is prevalent in India, that is prevalent in current situation like that. So we have to really work hard. But as we all know, we have achieved a lot of things. During these 75 years of independence, we achieved a lot of things. Like we started from literacy of just 16%, and we are now at more than 70%. We started with a life expectancy of only 34 years, and now we are more than 70 years of life expectancy. We started from importing even the basic foods, and now we are providing foods to most of the countries. We are distributing foods to. We are the largest distributor of UN Food Organization. So we have achieved a lot, but there are a lot to come. So we have to work really hard to make India the best. Although we are the best, but we have to work really, really hard. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, like the way you spoke, it seems that you are really proud to be an Indian. So yeah, who wanna come up next? Anyone?
Yes, can I?
Yeah, Nanaji, go ahead.
Yes, so I would like to highlight the importance of this campaign, and those who are not supported, please listen to me carefully. You will get to know how it's going to impact us and our country, our citizens. So look, we all have some kind of patriotism and respect for our nation. So why the government has launched this mission uh, to refresh that kind of patriotism in us. Whenever we see any national flag or whenever we listen to any national anthem of our country, so it gives us at that moment it gives some adrenaline shot to us that it instills nationalism, patriotism, the sacrifice of the soldiers, freedom fighters. So all these things start refreshing in our mind. So whenever we see a flag, so it automatically generates that kind of aura in you, within back of your mind. These things will start run. So that is the same what government is trying to do. So putting this flag in each and every house, so that you will not do any kind of wrongful act. Suppose if you are trying to cheat, or if you are not doing your duty with honesty. So when you see this national flag, when you listen national anthem, so it again refine these things that you should show some respect for the country, and you should not do any disgrace thing for our country or for a nation. So it refresh this kind of things, and it's very impactful. It creates this good psychological impact. So when auto driver is putting flag in on his top of his auto, so uh, it not it will affect each and every person, but yeah, some out of 100, 10 or 15 will get this impact, that uh, they will only charge a fair amount to you for that charge. Otherwise there are a lot of corruptions, and people are just there to pickpocket, all these kind of stuff. But when you see this national flag, so it instills this kind of things, and not 100% it will create an impact, but at least 20 or 30% people will get a good impact of it, that they will stop doing all these kind of wrongful acts and they will follow the right track. So this is the power of this national flag and this national anthem. So that's why earlier Supreme Court and the government has also decided to play that national anthem in the cinema halls and all those kind of things. So yes, it creates that kind of impact. That's why government is also launching this scheme that to play the national anthem in the government offices, so that government employee don't do any wrongful act on wrongful deeds. So this impact government won't at the entire country level. So this people have this respect for the country, but government is trying to refresh that thing. So yeah, it's a very good initiative, I would say, and it refresh the people mind. It will encourage the people uh, to do good things for the country. So it creates this psychological impact also, and it also happens with you also. Just think on these lines, then you will understand that what is the impact of this Har Ghar Tiranga mission. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, Mr. Anaji, you really spoke well. So, yeah, who wanna go next?
Yeah, can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Anand, and you can speak.
Yeah. So, I mean, the initiative is good. Like Har Ghar Tiranga initiative is good. But that is not only thing which really we want. And as Ranaji said, people do change 23-30%. That is really hopeful thing. Why? Because if it really happened, there are so many central jails that they have flag every day in front of them, but none of I mean, change comes from inside. It's not come from the flag or by looking at the flag. So, and nobody can make us okay, like psychologically correct. Or I think it's actually inbuilt things that we have to correct. So, and one more thing I would like to say is patriotism that we have towards our nation. It can't be what they say embodied. I mean, it can't be embedded in one person forcefully or something like that. So it depends on the person to person, and it depends on the person. And one good thing about this initiative is like people do come to know the importance of the Tiranga. So that I really like it. Why? Because like earlier days, 2020 and 2019. So because of the corona, and we were not attended any of these events, especially our Independence Day or any other events, and it will really refresh our past memories which we had in the schools or in the colleges or in somewhere like people who are in army or somewhere. So it will be really a refreshing thought. And moreover, some people do come to know the importance of the flag. And one sad thing is there are certain rules in order to make the flag. So it has to be this much size and it has to be made with this cloth. So, and these are the rules. Actually, we are really good at having it on our bikes or on our houses and everywhere, or so even in the shopping malls everywhere. But just what will happen after 15th? So that's what we have to say. So Ranaji is saying that I mean people do change, but really speak, the change should be continuous. It should not be just 1 or 2 days. So if it is really just 1 or 2 days, we can't do anything. And that is the reason, how we can bring the importance of freedom or bring importance of the national fighters. How we can do is through series of different activities. So really speaking, there are so many freedom fighters out there, but we do mostly boast Gandhiji and other people. Why? Because they were portrayed more. So freedom struggle. But apart from them, there are some people like Subhash Chandra Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, and there are other people. So we don't have any kind of activities during their birthdays or during the
Is he audible?
No.
Can I go ahead?
Hi everyone, how are you?
Okay, so I guess he's not audible. Guys, please mute yourself. Kavish, you wanna speak next?
Yeah, I will like to go.
Okay.
So here the topic is Har Ghar Tiranga. So I will try to share you incidents which happened a week ago with me. So as we are celebrating our Amrit Mahotsav, the sweet nectar,
hello.
we can say.
Go ahead, Kavish.
Yeah, he. Okay. So as we are celebrating our uh, Amrit Mahotsav, the 75th Independence Day tomorrow, there was a drive which was been launched by the government that you can buy a flag from the post offices nearby your home. So I went to that post office and asked that postman to asked that the person that to give me a flag, and it costed around 25 rupees. So he said that right now the flag is not available here, so you just go to the market and buy it. So next day I also returned to that post office and asked, "Sir, is it available today also?" So he said today also he denied. Later on, I found that same evening when the doors were being closing of that specific post office, I found that the guy was having about a bundle of flags, and it was around 100 to 150 in numbers. And I found that that guy was selling it to a local vendor at the like twice the rate of which was meant to be sold to us people. So here we are celebrating the 75th Independence Day, which has been also termed as the Amrit Mahotsav, and we can clearly see the corruption, which is even spread right now also at this auspicious event. So that's what I am saying, that if we are going to celebrate our 75th Independence Day, still we are under lot of pressures.
Okay, I guess he completed his
Can I go ahead?
speaking. Yeah, Mr. Monu, you can speak for a minute, then I'll just conclude it and we'll just end it, and then you guys can again start with the topic. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. As
Okay,
like every person,
admin,
as
why
every
did you
person was
mute
just,
me?
let me complete with that. As every person was just saying in the favor of like a patriotism, yeah, definitely patriotism is a very good, and if we are celebrating, it is too good. But instead of that, we have to just focus on other side, like what is this government is doing. What I have just felt like this government is just changing the mind of person. It means there is right now there is one problem in our country. If you people will just go back 2 year in 2019, the cost of LPG cylinder was 400 something, and right now after 2 years it is 1000 something. It means it just crossed 50%, more than the 50%. No one is just facing, our government is just not focusing on it. If I will just stop to next thing, that is the biggest problem of our country, that is the population. In next year we are just going to be the first in the whole world to be the populous country. No one is just focusing on it. If you will go day by day, the rate of each and everything is increasing, and the unemployment is just, it is going too much high. But no, so if our prime minister will come on the red fort and speech on this such type of the things like to which every person is facing, then I think then it will be too much amrit for every individual just who are living in our country. But when the such type of thing is happening, our government is simply just changing the moods of whole nation. So we have to be think about it, and that's all about me. What I'm thinking. Patriotism is something different, but we have to think about our survivals. That's it.
Okay, Mon, you really spoke very well. You got muted in between. It was a technical issue. So, we are sorry from our side. Okay, so I would be just concluding this session in just 1 or maximum 2 minutes. So, like I heard that a lot of people were saying about Har Ghar Tiranga that we will be uplifting Tiranga till 15th August, and after 15th August we will be throwing Tirangas on road. So this is something should not happen, as Independence Day and Republic Day come every year. So we should not dispose them. We should not like degrade them. But what we can do is we can just preserve them in a good and a safe manner at our home. We should just fold the clothes, and as we fold our clothes and we keep it in cupboard, right? So in the same manner we can do that. And in my city, like what I found 2 days back was like there was almost a rally, like not a exact rally but a kind of rally. In that rally there were many people, thousands of people holding one single-handed tiranga, and that tiranga was almost 3 kilometer long. And you just imagine, like tiranga is 3 kilometer long, so how much cloth was wasted, how much labor was wasted, how much material was wasted, how much energy was wasted. So I don't believe in this kind of thing. But what I believe is the initiative which they started by telling that each and every person should write, or each and every person should change their DP to the Tiranga DP. So it was kind of affordable, as well as it was environment friendly, right? In this you are not harming anything, in this you are not wasting any resources, but you are spreading awareness at the same time. Like what people do is like people are just uplifting tiranga at their home, but the position is not good, and when the wind comes the tiranga falls down and the same tiranga is on the road. So I don't support this, but the thing you can do is you can just change your DP, as Narendra Modi said, and you can just go and you can just spread the awareness. Jai Hind, the topic was really very good. So yeah, that's
Please,
all.
I want to put some point. Can I? Wish
Yeah,
am I audible?
Scarlett, you can.
Okay, so yeah, since we all are must aware that this year we are going to celebrate 76th Independence Day. Um, it's known as Amrit Mahotsav on 15 August. I mean tomorrow. On the completion of 75 years of our country independence, and to promote the spirit of patriotism in the country, Prime Minister of our country has approved the tricolor campaign, which is known as Har Ghar Tiranga. So I really appreciate you all who put this. I mean, who think about this to uh, like create something, some session like this in English learner. So yeah, I appreciate it. And the main reason behind this Har Ghar Tiranga is like is to promote patriotism in the heart of all the citizens of our country. And Har Ghar Tiranga, this campaign will make the citizen of our country air up the Tiranga tricolor, but we'll also get an opportunity to promote the respect of the tricolor. So yeah, and in our India, it's a country where more than 121 languages are spoken in different states. There are 270 mother tongues. Different states have different cultures. Despite all this, our India country is one. Citizens of every state of the country celebrate Independence Day, and they respect this tricolor. So I just want to put my views like what I have seen this year. Everything got changed. Before Independence Day, I celebrated. It's like normal, but this year, when I just travel, I saw everywhere there's tricolor. It's like give me some goosebumps. I feel like yeah, we should respect our country. See, whenever we see this, it will give us more, more power and all. Like it's give ourselves lots of happiness. This every people do the same. And if I have to talk about those people who throw it, because there's only some people who do this. We have seen that many people respect tricolor, but because of very little passion, this it's not like that all are doing the same thing. Because I saw many people, if somehow Trianga is about to fall, then they try to keep it and try to make it straight. So yeah, we all love this. And the best thing is that what I have seen this year, like the kids who are like in the kidsy, and there's just 2-3 year old, and they don't have any knowledge. But when they when they take participate in rally and all, they also have that feeling, yeah, we should respect our country. So these things, these type of celebrations are mandatory, because whenever this type of celebration happen, then only those kids are come to know that we should respect our country, we should love our country. Because I have a niece, she's only 3 year old, and she's like I love our country, I love Tiranga, I made it. So yeah, these things really important. And just for some people, it's really not good to say that people are throwing the Tiranga. So yeah, there's bad and good. This is the mixture. I mean, in our country, or it could be anywhere, there's good people and bad people. But because of very little people, it's really not good to say that no one respecting, all are respecting. So yeah, this is all about my points. Thanks a lot for listening.
Thank you, Scarlett. You really mentioned very important point, and you really mentioned valid points. So yeah, guys. So this session of ours will be uploaded over the YouTube, and you can go and you can check it out. If you guys spoke, you can go and you can listen what you did, and if you didn't, you can just share with your friends, and you can just go through the session. And if your friends have missed this session, you can ask them to go and just listen out the recording.
Okay, before us stopping the recording, I would love to mention here, right now I'm on the roof, and I can see on most of home on the roof they have Indian flag. It's a good, amazing feeling. Like every on in my surrounding on every home have on Indian flags on the roof. It's really great. Yeah.
Yeah,